me and TG were able to have a conversation about this during our locker mates thing, but I was like, nah. I need Deke. I gotta hear your thoughts on this.
This one was easy.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I want to hear you on offense, but I also want to hear you on defense, man. And it's always fun to have the chat involved as well, man, because, you know, that's what y'all here for, to keep this thing active, to keep it live. So, yeah, man, starting with the offense, though, for you, because I know I'm a defensive dude, so we start offense this time. But who's your guy you say has the most approved, and why?
Anytime I've had a conversation about this Steelers team throughout this offseason, it has always boiled down to me, whatever person I'm talking to, you know, when you're talking about, like, how do you think this season's going to go? How do you think the Steelers team is going to be? Usually you get 5-10 minutes into the conversation, and then it boils down to, it's going to come down to how you feel, what Kenny does or what Canada does. So, like, how you feel about the season coming up probably depends a little bit on how you feel about both Pickett and Canada. Yeah. So, like, I have really high hopes for this season. Really do. I think we're championship contenders. So those people out there that might be like, I don't know if we're going to do much better than last year. Maybe they don't believe in Kenny as much. Yeah. So, like, I think we go on offense. It's weird to say because Kenny, he's not going to be the featured guy. I don't think we're going to need him to be. I think we could just run our offense pretty similarly to how we did in 2022, particularly at the end of the season. But we do need to open things up a little bit more. I do think we do need to score some more points, maybe have a little bit more of an explosiveness to our offense. And that's going to come down to Pickett. Like, can you come through when we need you to on third down, fourth quarter, or just at critical points of the game? Like, if Canada does try to dial up a little bit of an offense where, all right, we're going to try to have this be 3-4 plays, 5-play drive, just try to get an explosive play off. Kenny, can you make those throws?
Yeah.
Get those extra points up on the board. Try to get the game out of balance earlier than
waiting to the last.
Yeah, than how it was for us last year, where it was just
true.
Like grind it out, run the ball, and whatnot. So yeah, I think it comes down to Kenny, and I believe in him. I think he's gonna ball out. But again, I don't think he has to have like these crazy fantasy stats. I really don't. I think we run the ball, but Kenny make the big plays when you need to, and you showed you could do that at the end of last year. And big time games, very important games. Christmas Eve, Ravens on the road. Also showed out in that last Browns game. He played really good. That might have been his best game, like from start to finish, actually.
Yeah. So I had a question for you though, right? I know when you talked, you said most of the time that's where the conversation falls, right? Do you believe in Kenny or do you not believe in Kenny? But Deke, you're actually one of the people that has always believed in Kenny.
Yeah.
So if you believe him to that extent, right? Does he still got to prove it to you? Because if not, I want to know who you feel then personally has the most to prove to you. Because you are ahead of the curve in terms of some guys, right?
Yeah, I'm talking most to prove in general.
In terms of in general. And I'm with you on that. Right, in terms of in general, yes.
I get what you're saying.
But I took a different stance too. And I kind of explained.
Me personally?
Yeah, because like to me personally, I'm like, I don't need Kenny. I don't need to see a ton from Kenny because I kind of already feel like I know where he's at and what I'm expecting from him.
Yeah.
But the guy that, for me, that I feel has the most to prove was Najee. And I was like, man, to me, I'm like, yo, Najee's a dope player, but what is he right now? Is he a volume guy or is he really an efficient, productive guy? Because when you look at his numbers and his body of work, that's the debate. When he's heavily used.
O-line souped up now for him this year.
But it's like, what are you? And what year is this? Going on year 3, right? This is when we start talking money. This one, especially for the running back position. So if you feel like you're ready to get paid or you are worthy enough to get the second contract with the current climate of running backs, this is the year for you. You got to prove that you're more than just give the dude the ball 1,000 times and he's going to get 1,000 yards rushing. It's like, nah, I don't want that average. Yeah. I want more. If I'm feeding you like that, make it look like that. But until I see it consistently with the health and the mentality, I feel like to me, that's what he got to prove. And that's kind of how I looked at it. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that
because I'm confident in Kenny. I know.
You're talking about
when I think of Pickens and DJ. I'm like, I'm not saying that I think like they're all going to be all pros and be perfect. But in terms of what my personal beliefs are for them as players, I'm like, no, I think that DJ's still going to do what he's supposed to. I feel like Kenny takes that next step and he's where he's supposed to. Now, is that next step top 5 all pro? I'm not saying that. But to me, I feel like he's gonna get to that where I have that personal
I
expectation
know.
for him.
Yeah, I know what I need to see. Just keep improving off what you were doing last year.
No.
And as I've been saying, it doesn't have to be going off for 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns. Right. No, it's like stepping up in big moments and showing that you could be a leader and that we can trust you to win big games. Like that's what's it for me.
And see, for me, I've already seen that from him. So
I did
I'm like,
too.
I don't need him to prove that to me. I already know he's capable of that. But for some people, and it's not a negative, but for some people, they still want to see. They're like, I need to see more of it, or I need to see this, I need to see that, which is understandable. But that's why, when I'm listening, I'm like, well, bro, me and you kind of on the same page with Kenny. Now you're further along than I am, but we both feel pretty good about where we are with him. So I'm like, man, shoot, that's what they like. Who do you feel specifically?
I think we had different perspectives on that then. Like I was just speaking more, most approved for this Steelers season as a whole. Where like I like what you're talking about with Najee because that's almost probably for you personally, but also for him personally. Like he's got to prove to you're right. Not only the team, but like to himself that he's this guy with the contract coming up too. Yeah, I get you on that.
Because like right now, I can't definitively say that.
I kind of want to knee jerk just say Deontay, just catch the ball more.
Hey, chill out.
I mean, that was when you said that.
And Deontay, we just dropped the film session on you. All right, y'all know it's all love in there, man. Check out the Deontay, man. All right, let me give him that Deontay, man. Deontay catch, man. Deontay good.
No,
so I'm gonna go
actually,
Deontay.
After you saying Najee, you can maybe throw Pat in the mix there. Can you go
valid.
Next level? Because Deontay, because with Deontay, I think my expectations are capped with him. I don't see him going forward getting more than like 1,100 or 1,200 yards a season. Yeah. Like he's wide receiver too. He could be a high end wide receiver too.
High end too. Mm-hmm.
Pickens, I could see him getting 1,400, 1,500, being a top 5 receiver.
Guy.
Right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Muth, he's teetering on that line right now too. Top 6-7 tight end. All right, can you get into that top 3? Yeah. Where we're talking about elites. You in the likes of Kelsey and Andrews, Kittle, those type of guys. Mm-hmm. And like Najee, he's got the contract coming up soon too.
After year 3, yeah.
With Muth, I've never felt like his lack of production up to this point has been a him issue.
Ooh.
With Najee, there have been points where we're like, dude, why are you trying to juke out players? You don't look right out there when you're getting the ball. Yeah. Whereas Muth, I just don't think we've got him the ball enough. He's always performed when we got him the ball, except for that drop in the Vikings game.
True.
When Big Ben led that epic comeback.
You called it a drop.
Hit your hands.
I was like, he dropped the pass. Are you talking Harrison Smith?
That was an absolute dime. That had to have been a top 5 pass in the NFL that season out of all quarterbacks. Unfortunately, I ended incomplete.
Well, it wasn't incomplete. It was a completion. Stop.
That was unbelievable.
It was a completion, man.
That was not. Muth dropped it.
Oh, no.
I mean, that was an epic comeback. It really was. I think that would have been the biggest comeback in NFL history.
The way you remember it is just a little different. That's all, man.
That was the one drop I remember from him. Yeah. Or just one bad play. Although he did get absolutely drilled.
He did.
He got sandwiched pretty hard.
He did. It's just dropped like, I don't remember it being like that. I remember it a lot.
Oh, shit, he did. You know what? Yeah. Wow, well, now we're on the negative train right now.
Stop.
Lions game, fumble.
I knew you were bringing that up. I thought you were going to let it slide because it was Mason. I thought because it was Mason, it don't count. They put that bad credit on Mason every single time. Mason lost that Lions game. They throw all the bad credit on Mason.
He was part of the loss.
Mason, he lost it. No, he was part of the win. He was going to win. He was winning.
He played good in overtime, but
he was winning.
He didn't do enough in the regulation time.
As an individual, did enough for the Steelers to win that day.
Yes, in total. Yes. I will say that. Left a little bit out there to be desired.
Very true. Very true.
Definitely.
Hey. We ain't say you was gonna, enjoy the meal and walk home feeling fat. We just said you was gonna get fed.
Ben would have won that game.
He just fed you. That's it. He gave you enough. He did his part. Some guys though are force multipliers, like 7.
I like your Najee call though, because the O-line souped up for him. There's no reason for him not to be running for 12 or 1,300 yards this year.
Right. I don't want to see the volume stuff, man. Where it's like, yo, you
got numbers, get over like 4 yards of carry. Give us like 4.2, 4.3 at least.
Because you're capable of it, and that's the thing. If he wasn't capable of it, I'm not bringing his name up. I'm not saying that, I think that he could go there, but I think he's capable of it. That's the thing. Look at him at OTS. I'm like, bro, you look great right now. Like, in terms of your physique, you look great. Like, you're ready to go. Like, not too heavy. Like, in shape. Not saying that he wasn't in shape last year, but he was a little bit bigger last year. I just feel like for him, man, it's like, bro, you're
And
healthy
he's got
now.
Jalen Warren behind him. I agree with you on Najee, actually. If we're going that route, I think it's him.
No, respect, man.
That's a good call.
Respect. All right, so
but like I guess just in general, and for the haters, it's Pickett.
Oh yeah, for the hate, because a lot of haters, they're gonna roll that way. But for us, I'm like, bro, I believe him. You believe in him. But yeah, I'm definitely with you on that though. Definitely with you. All right.
Because I think probably if you asked the majority of Steeler Nation, they'd be satisfied with Najee.
Yeah. But if you ask them, would you pay him a second contract right now? I think that's where you get a line.
No one's thinking that right now though.
But why not?
No,
this is year 3.
All the points you brought up, I think it is important. Yeah,
right. I'm like, this is the year, especially for running backs. That's part of why they even allowed it to be after year 3, because their shelf life is so small. Yeah.
This is a big year.